Welcome to CIS101. This is a video just giving you a quick rundown of how the course is set up. This course is a course that has many sections at Frederick Community College, and I am not the course manager of 101, so I just ask that you be mindful of that, as many of the requirements of the course are beyond my control and are mandates as to things that we have to do for the course. So I am able to tweak some of the things in the course, and I'm also going to explain how the course is laid out here in Blackboard and how you can navigate around. The first thing I need to explain is that this course has been set up by the course manager as a 15-week course. In our particular section, we are taking it as a 10-week course. So because of that, I've tried to set up a timeline that will correlate what we are doing to what we have to do in a 15-week time frame. So when you go into your class, if you click on the Start Here button or area link on the left, you will see a welcome posting with information about the course. You should read through that. I've also posted a timeline, which I'll come back to that in a moment here. And one of the big things that you should do as quickly as possible is to register for MindTap. MindTap is a utility that you must have to be successful in the class. It is a Cengage product and essentially is going to house a bulk of the assignments and tasks that we will do. Not all of them, but many of them. So in addition to Start Here, I strongly suggest that you take a look at the course calendar. Again, keeping in mind that the course calendar was set up as a 15-week course, and we are essentially putting this into, or I hate to use the word cram, but cramming it into a 10-week course. So you can see in week 1, this is what we plan to do. And we will cover this in class, but there's definitely some housekeeping things that you could do before the first class. One of the things that I'm going to ask that you do is you complete a academic integrity pledge, and you can see that in the course calendar that is one of the links that comes up. So please try to complete this before the first class. If you click on this link, it'll open up to a simple form that you fill out, and my email address is scell@frederick.edu. So you'll see also my email address in the course syllabus. So you have to send it to, actually, sorry, this wouldn't go here. This would go to the instructor email. Sorry about that. So you're going to use my email for the instructor email. Also, sorry about that. One of the big things you want to do is enroll in MindTap. Again, MindTap is a tool that we will use, and you must have this to be successful in the class. On the left-hand side, you will see a link for MindTap, and if you click on it, it will open up your utility. Now, I will caution you that it is considered to be a pop-up, so you will have to allow pop-ups in Blackboard in order for this to work correctly. There are instructions, although I'm failing to find them at the moment. Sorry, one of the joys of me not setting up the class. There are instructions about how to disable pop-ups, and I'll see if I can find it here before I finish this video. But regardless, when you open MindTap and you're able to unblock the pop-ups for it, and really all you need to do is you're not unblocking all pop-ups. You just want to allow pop-ups from the FCC Blackboard site. So that's really a key thing, because you don't want to leave yourself vulnerable. So just allow pop-ups from the FCC Blackboard site when you do that. When you are able to get into MindTap, I believe it's going to open in this kind of view. Notice that it's already got us into the semester. We haven't even met yet. So what I suggest you do is go to the unit view. That's probably going to be most useful to you. And you will see these are the 4 modules that we will go through throughout the course. And there's also a folder for Microsoft Office. So for example, if you go into Module 1, which we'll start with here in a few weeks, you can click on Unit 1, Digital Technology, and you go into this Digital Technology unit, and you'll see text. This is essentially the textbook that we will go through. You also see a self-quiz, and you'll see some more text content, other quizzes. So this is essentially the layout of how the class will work as far as us covering content. So within Module 1 we have 5 units which we'll be going through over the next several weeks. And then of course you can take a look at Module 2, 3, 4 successively. It is important also that you take a look at Microsoft Office 2016, Office 365. In this area you will be doing work. We will be starting with Microsoft Word here very shortly. And if you go into Microsoft Word, you will see a number of trainings and projects, which we will do almost everything that's in here. So for example, if I go into Microsoft Training, it wants to launch me into a task. Now, I'm not going to do this right now, but this is something that you will be required to do as one of your grades. And you will have many grades related to Microsoft Office products. So in addition to having content that is textual related, textbook related, as well as quizzes, we also will be required to cover some basic knowledge skill set of Microsoft Office. In addition to this, there'll be some other tasks that we will have to complete. I'm going to go ahead and close Mind tab here. Some other tasks throughout the course related to requirements, such as a few business requirements, some other assignments we will have to do, and we'll be getting into those as we go through the course. I also urge you to take a look at the syllabus. And again, the timeline. Bear in mind that I did not make this syllabus. The syllabus is made up by the program manager for the class. This is the syllabus for my section. You can take a look at that syllabus. You can peruse through that. Bear in mind the grading breakdown, it's going to fluctuate. I do not set up the point value. I have to follow the point value that's given to me, but I do have some freedom as to changing what does count and what assignments we have. So this is not entirely accurate because I've made some adjustments because we're on a 10-week instead of a 15-week. Regardless, many of the point values here are somewhat correct. So if you scroll down, you will see that this is the syllabus timeline. That this is part of the way the syllabus is set up. And what I've done to try to make this easier for you is I've made a timeline document that takes that syllabus timeline and explains what we are going to do week to week. So for example, you'll see this is the syllabus. It says week 1, this is what you would do. Well, this is for a 15-week course. We're in a 10-week course. So what I've done is I'm planning on week 1 to cover all of this content. So you'll notice that I put the date. This is the date that we will be covering. So this is a hybrid course. So yes, we do have face-to-face meetings, but you will be expected to do work outside of course. So from our first course meeting, which is October 3rd, through the end of that week, which would be Sunday the 9th, you will be expected to cover all of this content. Most of which we will cover in class, but there's also a good amount of work that you're expected to do outside of class as well. So just give you an idea of how the course is laid out, and again, I do not see where to find that pop-up blocker, but if you can't find it, we can talk about that at the first class, but you hopefully can get into Mind tab as quickly as possible because it's going to be a key component to what you will need to be successful in the class. Other information you'll see here on the left-hand side, such as announcements, things about the course materials. So you please look through these areas and become familiar as much as you can with the class. And there are several things again that I do want you to do before class, which is enroll in Mind tab, and then also complete the academic integrity pledge. These are crucial things I'm asking you to do before the first class. So if you have any questions, you can email me. I've shown you my email address. Otherwise, I will see you at the first class, October 3rd.